দর্শক স্বাগতম আপনাদেরকে। এই মুহূর্তে আপনারা দেখছেন আমাকে ঢাকা জার্নালে এবং আপনার সঙ্গে আমি শান্তু আছি। আজকে আমাদের সঙ্গে বিশেষ অতিথি হিসেবে যুক্ত হয়ে থাকবেন মেমোরিয়াল হসপিটালের একজন ডিরেক্টর মেম্বার এবং যিনি হচ্ছেন মুরাদ আয়দওয়ান। Thanks for coming, Mr. Murat Aydogan, and it's such an honor to have you in our place today. So, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great actually. The weather is very good. The Bangladeshi people, they are very hospitality. It's great. I'm really happy to be here, and it's our pleasure to be here. Thanks a lot for asking.
আজকের পুরো আয়োজনের সার্বিক সহযোগিতায় রয়েছে জিডি অ্যাসিস্ট। অ্যাজ ইউ অল নো, জিডি অ্যাসিস্ট হচ্ছে মেডিকেল হেলথ কেয়ার সার্ভিস প্রোভাইডার। মেডিকেল হেলথ কেয়ার সার্ভিসটাকে আপনার আরও বেশি স্মুথ করতে জিডি অ্যাসিস্ট ইজ অলওয়েজ দেয়ার ফর ইউ। মালয়েশিয়া, সিঙ্গাপুর, ইউএই, টার্কি, থাইল্যান্ড, শ্রীলঙ্কাতে যে কোনো ধরনের মেডিকেল হেল্পের জন্য আপনারা যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন জিডি অ্যাসিস্টে। এছাড়াও ডক্টর অ্যাপয়েন্টমেন্ট, মেডিকেল ভিসা অ্যাপ্লিকেশন, টেলিমেডিসিন কনসালটেশন অ্যান্ড সেকেন্ড ওপিনিয়নের জন্য কিন্তু আপনারা জিডি অ্যাসিস্টকে নক করতে পারেন। উই আর very glad to announce that এখন আমরা মেমোরিয়াল হসপিটাল টার্কির সাথেও কিন্তু অ্যাফিলিয়েটেড। সো এখন থেকে এই ইউএই, মালয়েশিয়া, থাইল্যান্ড, সিঙ্গাপুর, শ্রীলঙ্কার পাশাপাশি আপনারা কিন্তু চাইলে টার্কিতেও এখন থেকে সার্ভিস নিতে পারবেন থ্রু জিডি অ্যাসিস্ট। ওয়েল দেন টেল আস অ্যাবাউট দ্য মেমোরিয়াল হসপিটাল অ্যান্ড its facilities. Can you explain it?
We are one of the biggest hospitals group in Turkey. Actually, this year we are celebrating our 25th years. We have 11 hospitals throughout Turkey. We have 10 hospitals in Turkey, 3 being in Istanbul, 1 in our capital city, Ankara. I'm not sure if you ever heard of Antalya, but we have 3 hospitals in that touristic area of the Turkey. We have 1 hospital near Cappadocia, and we have 2 hospitals in southeastern part of Turkey, which is called Diyarbakır. We just bought a hospital in Romania in 2022. We keeps growing. Actually, this year we are celebrating our 25th year, as I explained. We employ 10,000 people. We have 2,000 people with us. And we have teams all around the world, We have some investment agenda as well.
How Memorial is connected with GD Assist?
We have a huge network everywhere. Of course, we were doing our due diligence in Bangladesh market because when you want to expand in a market, you need to work with the professionals. And of course, we made our homeworks, we made our researchers, and we decide in a data-driven way. When we make our decisions, we look up the past experience and the numbers of the partners. And all these work led us to GD Assist because their past experience, their numbers, their success rates, and their network, the most important part, it was exciting for us. This is why we chose to work with them as a partner.
Then tell us what your expectations from GD Assist.
Okay. First of all, Bangladeshi market is an interesting market. It really requires some local know-how. Even though we are working with 167 different countries, even though we are doing that for quite a long time, the dynamics here are quite different. This is why we think that their know-how, their knowledge, their experience will be a very good asset to us. On the other hand, their approach is really very attracting to me because when you do that business, let's call it medical tourism at the moment, you need to reach out to the correct audience. You need to make your marketing activities to the point. And their success on that, their approach on that was very attracting to me, to be honest.
All right, then how will you differentiate the treatment from the other countries as Bangladeshi preferred India?
We had long discussions on that. And when it comes to medicine, there are lots of different parameters that we need to consider. Of course, we are a private hospital group. So of course, that's a business. Of course, profitability is important. But apart from that, the most important thing for us is the well-being of the patients. Because it's the utmost sacred cause, And of course, we are doing that as a business. Of course, we are not saints, but when we have a patient, the well-being and the success of the treatment is the base point for us. We never make any excuses on that. I explained to our colleagues as well while making the signing ceremony. Unfortunately, Turkey is very well known for simple cases, like hair transplantation, rhinoplasty. Of course, all kind of treatments has a value in itself, in its perspective. But as being memorial, the main focus of us is the most complex cases you can imagine. Let's give some examples on that, especially the organ transplantations like liver transplantation, kidney transplantation, bone marrow transplantation, some complex scoliosis cases, IVF, oncology cases, cancer treatments. These are the complex fields that we want to help patients because for simple treatments, the market is already very competitive and they can find alternatives everywhere. But when it comes to these kind of complex fields, we are very confident that we have the best doctors. I'm not talking about only in Turkey, by the way. When you look at our numbers, success rates, they are beyond world averages. And on the other hand, for example, when it comes to liver transplantation, our doctor has the numbers exceeding the averages of Europe. The baseline of all this explanation is there are some parameters, as I explained. The affordability is one point, but apart from that, we consider the mortality rates, the quality, the end-to-end patient journey, patient experience of the patients that we receive. This is why we are very confident saying that we are going to be the best alternatives for the best cure with an affordability range for the patients here in Bangladesh.
All right. So you guys are very hopeful, actually, still now. But if I can say, like people in this BD are mostly prefers India because it's in their budget or affordability in terms of. So would you think that it would be a sort of challenging for you to do business over here or to attract people?
Of course, it's always a challenge. Let's quantify this challenge. First of all, the distance. India is a neighbor country to Bangladesh. I just flew 2 days ago here. It took me 8 hours, nearly 9 hours to come here. Of course, distance is a problem. This is why, in fact, as an answer to your earlier question, I mentioned that a patient must consider that as a package, especially for the complex cases. Let's talk about liver transplantation. Some treatments are 2 days treatment, 3 days treatment, but some treatments are taking a long time. This is why the patients must see that as a whole package. But it's not only up to patient, it's our job to make them understand that in a correct way. In business, in medical tourism, the biggest challenge is the knowledge gap between the patient and between us, between medical professionals. Because when we try to explain a medical procedure, sometimes it's too technical for them to understand. Right. And unfortunately, sometimes since they don't understand the complexities of it, the price is the only parameter that they are considering. But that will be the competitive edge of Memorial, I think. As you mentioned, of course, sometimes it is really very hard to compete with India and similar markets when it comes to price. But what we offer with a different price, let's say, I'm not going to compare the only prices, but we have a quality edge over there. While I'm here, I had lots of presentations. I met with lots of general managers, CEOs, chairmen of the esteemed companies. And at some point, it's getting boring, because we are always telling how better we are, how are we the best. But the most important thing is the experience of the patient. This is why I'm always mentioning that word of mouth is the best marketing strategy. This is why we are really looking forward to get the first bunch of the patients, and hopefully we are going to be successful in making their experience a good experience, and of course they are going to end up with good medical results as well. Then when they come back, I'm sure that they are going to tell about their experience, not only with Memorial, by the way, Memorial being a Turkish hospital group, and some let's say touristical advantages of Turkey is important as well, because when people go there, there are lots of things that they can do, they can visit. This is why, in fact, we call that medical tourism. But of course, as Memorial, the medical aspect is the most important part for us. But as an answer to your question, being a Turkish hospital group has its own competitive advantages as well.
If someone wants to go to Memorial Hospital, whom do they contact?
As I mentioned, as Memorial, we have a huge team. Of course, we have a country manager here. Of course, we have a team working. We dedicated that team to only deal with patients coming from here. GD Assist is a partner here, but of course, we have lots of partners here. Not in terms of agency, but pharmaceutical companies, other big companies who are our good friends. We have lots of partners here. And our job is to make people aware of the answer of your questions. We need to make some good marketing activity here, and we need to increase our brand awareness. We already discussed our marketing plans with GT Assist. Next month we plan to organize an event here, and on the other hand, starting from today, starting from next week, we are already working on our digital campaigns. In all these marketing activities, people are going to be very well aware of the required contacts. Of course, as you mentioned, our good friends in GD Assist are always here to represent us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Since Turkey Memorial Hospitals is known for adopting advanced technologies, can you talk about the latest technologies, innovations being used in the hospital?
Yes. In fact, that's rather a technical subject. I can say thousands of stuff on that, but I don't want this to be boring. But of course, I'm going to give some examples. As you mentioned, in our hospital, we have state-of-art, cutting-edge technological equipments, whatever you can imagine. Especially when it comes to oncology, cancer treatment, there are some very technological advancements that recently developed. We have the most advanced PET-CT scan technologies, for example. On the other hand, robotic surgery is another evolving medical treatment methodology all over the world. We have Da Vinci robots in our hospitals, but the technological equipment itself, it is not enough. You must have the correct people to use it, correct knowledge to use it, and our doctors giving that robotic surgical methodology option, they are the best in their domain as well. 3 Tesla MRI machines, whatever cutting edge technology you can imagine, we have that. We have under our hospital. And on the other hand, some people are going to USA, Singapore, UK for the cutting edge technologies. But I can assure you and all of our potential patients that we have them. We have the best versions of them. Even we are very confident in them.
We're wrapping up our session now. If you want to say something to our viewers.
The cultural similarities is the most important thing for me. You mentioned India. People are going there because culturally they find similarities over there. In Turkey and Bangladesh, in that aspect, lots of similarities. It was funny for me. The last day we were talking to some friends and they were mentioning some Turkish series. They are very popular here. I was shocked to hear that.
Didn't you know that?
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know that it was at that extent.
Alright.
They were very excited to talk about it.
Alright.
It showed me again that even our approaches are similar. That's a very good point. And my last message is we don't look at that not just as a business. The well-being of the patient is our responsibility, and we are very well aware of this responsibility. And the ethic values, morality is more important us compared to any other thing. For example, sometimes our partners are referring some patients to us and we are rejecting them. We are refusing them sometimes. We are saying that no, yeah, this patient cannot be good, etc., etc. The well-being, the end results, and the success rate is the most important stuff for us. And with our team, with our doctors, with our facilities, with our technology, we are very confident that we are going to be the best option for Bangladeshi patients who wants to travel abroad for medical treatment.
Thank you so much for joining us. It was such a wonderful and insightful session. দর্শক, এই ছিল আমাদের আজকের আয়োজন। পরবর্তী আপডেট জানতে চোখ রাখুন ঢাকা জার্নালে।